Greetings, Ventures. This is Lauren, your Guild Advisor, back at it with some new DanMachi news. I know last week we had to report on the news of the Season 3 delay for the anime. It was unfortunate, but very understandable. It's best that Season 3 comes out in the best way possible, and the best way to do that is to delay it to that October date. But with that out of the way, we finally got an English release date for Familia Chronicle episode Freya. And that is this novel right here, just released in Japan back in December 2019, so about 6-7 months ago. So it's really cool that we're going to get a release date for this. I'll bring up the actual dates real soon. If you guys don't know what the Familia Chronicle series is, it's a side series for DanMachi. Like, there's the main series, which is up to volume 14 right now. There's the Sword Oratoria side series that is mainly focused on Eyes and the rest of Loki Familia, and volume 12 of that comes out later in July. And then there's the Familia Chronicle series, which until episode Freya, its purpose was to give other stories on the other characters in DanMachi besides Belle and besides Eyes and Loki Familia. The first one was Familia Chronicle episode Ryu. I will always use the R pronunciation because that's the one that was given to us with the original subversion of the anime, and that's also the way it's spelled out in the actual Japanese books when they romanize the name. So I will always say Ryu, despite Yen Press localizing it as Liu. So with that out of the way, we're finally getting the second installment focusing on Freya specifically, and let me just pull up the webpage for you guys. As you can see here, it is planned to release on October 27th, 2020, and in the description right here it says, on a whim, the ravaging goddess of beauty ventures out into the inhospitable desert. Out where there should be nothing, she stumbles upon a prospering town where something completely unexpected catches her fancy. I see that typo, Yen Press, I caught you red-handed. And I say the release date is interesting because this is for the paperback version of the book, with the market sale retail price of $15 US. Usually light novels are around 10 when we actually get to the actual prices on Amazon and Right Stuff. And again, it releases on October 27, 2020, but there's actually a second listing for this exact novel on Yen Press's site with the digital download format, and it actually releases a week earlier on October 20th, 2020. And it's interesting because this is like the first time that I can remember that DanMachi has an early digital release, this one being 1 week early. Now that's kind of cool for people that are okay with digital formats and want to read the novel as soon as possible. It kind of stinks for people like me that are a big fan of the series because of course I want to read this novel as soon as possible. I imported the Japanese book despite not being able to read it, so yes, I'm excited to finally read episode Freya, but I'm going to probably end up double dipping if we are indeed getting the digital format copy a week earlier than the physical version. So it's really interesting that Yen Press is taking this approach. We're not sure if this is a mistake or not because, as I like to say, we still don't know when DanMachi Volume 15 is supposed to come out. Volume 14 released back in December 2019, and that was after several delays, it being initially announced to release in August 2019. Delays. We finally got it in December, and Volume 15 was released in Japan in June of last year, but we still have no actual listing for main series Volume 15, and we do know when Sword Oratoria 12 comes out. That comes out this coming July 21st. So episode Freya was just announced for English release. We know Sword Oratoria 12, which is actually the current novel in Japan. Nothing else has released after Sword Oratoria 12. And that releases here in July 21st, and we don't know when DanMachi 15 comes out, and it's so strange to me because it's the main series. Surely want to put some priority on it, but given how it took so long for 14 to come out, I've been continually thinking on what is happening with the main series of the light novels, and I don't think it's a translator problem because for the main series of DanMachi, the person who has translated the previous 4 novels, 11 through 14, is Winifred Bird, and she also translates the Tomozaki light novels, and the Tomozaki light novels have been releasing at a steady pace. The first one releasing in July 30th, 2019, the second one in November, and then the third one came out last April, and then Volume 4 will come out in August, so like a 4 to 5 month wait on each of those volumes. And I actually made a video on the Tomozaki series if you are interested in it, because it's a novel series I really enjoy quite a bit. So if you are interested in it, go ahead and check out my video on the Tomozaki series and see if that gets you interested in the series as well. And there has been no delays on those, and yet the main series of DanMachi seems to have a problem, and I don't think it's a translator issue, so you just have to wonder what is going on with the main series. Again, Press, I tried to contact him before. I'm like, hey, tell me if you have any news of DanMachi 15. I actually have a DM that says that they would tell me if they have any news to share about DanMachi, but no one told me anything about this listing for episode Freya, so I doubt they're going to tell me anything about it, Volume 15 whenever that's supposed to be announced. So, but hopefully one day we'll be able to read Volume 15 at some point. And the second thing in this video is that we got a release date for the North American physical release of DanMachi Season 2 for Blu-ray. As you can see right here, it's planned for a release on August 4th, 2020. And they haven't listed a limited edition set yet, but it is here in the description. No Sensei Filmworks is planning a limited edition premium box set for this title to be released in the coming months. More information coming soon. Hopefully that's the same day as the normal edition right here. I don't really like it when publishers release like a standard version of a season of anime or a movie, and then later on they make a collector's edition, because it's almost like they're counting on people to double dip, and I really hope that's not what they're trying to do here. The cool thing with this release is that it does come with the OVA that premiered back in January, so it's cool that it comes with that. I have some feelings on how the adaptation of Season 2 is handled, but I'll probably still get this because I'm a slave to DanMachi. I always get the releases. I even have the limited edition set for Arrow the Orion, the DanMachi movie. We never got a limited edition set for North America, so I actually imported that from Japan, and it's a really nice set actually. But yeah, the physical release of DanMachi Season 2, at least the standard Blu-ray copy edition, will release on August 4th, 2020, with news on the limited edition premium box set to come in the future. And if you guys are still around for this video, we do have some slight DanMachi news, but not really. It's a really light update, but I want to go to the live stream really quick. They were doing some speculation on the 3rd anniversary for the game, and I know I talked about this in the last video about DanMachi, and my speculation on what this emblem could possibly mean. And with that, the 3rd anniversary, I know I've said that we have that wing pattern right here, and it kind of resembles the Estrella Familia emblem. And another connection is, if I can pull up the image real quick, and the other big brain connection is, like, you see the coloring for the 1st anniversary is blue, and that's kind of Ai's color, her being like gold eyes, yellow hair, and then she has blue accents on her armor and her sword, Desperate. And then red is the color for the 2nd anniversary, and that's about Argonaut, who Belle resembles quite a bit. And then you see Belle there on the right of the emblem with Argonaut on the left. And then of course we have the green, which is primarily associated with Ryu. So if this emblem is referencing Estrella Familia's emblem, and the coloring is indeed referring to Ryu because it is green, that'd be very, very exciting. They do like go over like a lot of speculations from all these posts in the DanMachi live stream, and they showed Omori Sensei's post, and basically like all day he's been like posting troll ideas of what the event could be. I saw one of them was like, it's actually a space opera, and the one right here on the screen right now is like, it's a baseball story. Like, obviously it's not that. And they did give some keyword hints, and I will actually pull up an image. I wouldn't take any of this too seriously because this is just Google Translate off my phone. And like, important keywords: great battle, the original battle, the 7 days of death. Now, I say I want an Estrella Familia story because it does take place, that would take place more in the darker area of DanMachi where the evils are about, and the evils are all about before this great catastrophe, and Ryu actually taking down most of them, and then we're like in this golden age where most of the evils are in hiding or gone. So if the third anniversary were to take place near where Freya Familia is at large, it'll be a much darker time in Orario. Maybe that's something to do with the 7 Days of Death, but here we have Great Battle, the original battle. Like maybe it's even more in the past. Maybe we're going for like maybe one of the 2 past Great Quests, one being against the Behemoth, but that was kind of a theme in Grand Day where we went against like a part of the Behemoth. And then the other one was the raid on the Leviathan, which would be pretty interesting because Poseidon's Familia would be involved in that. And they're one of the Familias that disappeared along with Zeus and Hera Familia back when they tried to do the quest against the Black-Eyed Dragon, and that severely weakened Hera and Zeus Familia, and then Loki and Freya Familia drove them out of Orario. And we don't know anything more about Zeus and Hera Familia besides Zeus possibly being in contact with Hermes. And they did also show like a teaser image of a character that will pop up, and this is him. It's a pretty generic design, but you have to wonder like why would this be a tease? Why would this be a hint? And the only thing I could possibly think of is this could be the other level 7, the other level 7 that was hinted at in the Grand Day event during the first anniversary, that is said to be the only person that could be Utaro's match. And of course we know Utaro is the strongest adventurer in Orario, being the only known level 7 in Orario. And his match is somewhere outside Orario. Maybe this is him, but his armor design isn't really that unique, and of course they're hiding his face, so I wonder who this is supposed to be. It'll be hilarious if this is just some generic guy and they're just teasing a generic model for this 3rd anniversary, but we still don't know exactly what the 3rd anniversary is going to be about. We will get a special stream apparently on the 16th, maybe that's the 15th when you think about Western time and not Japan, but we'll learn more as we get closer and closer to 3rd anniversary. But all these signs and me hoping it's about Estrella Familia or Ryu in general, because the wings, it resembles Estrella Familia's emblem. It's green. That's Ryu's color. Maybe that's a thing. But there is a lot of stuff to be excited about when it comes to DanMachi. Despite Season 3 being delayed to October, we have episode Freya being announced for October 20th digital, and then October 27th physical. And then we have DanMachi Season 2's Blu-ray physical release happening on August 4th. With a limited edition premium box set. Information on that to come later. Hopefully it is the same day and it's not spaced out, because that just seeks to annoy me and other collectors. And of course the most upcoming thing is the 3rd anniversary event in DanMemo, the DanMachi mobile game, which we'll be releasing in the next 2 weeks on July 19th. So a lot of exciting things for DanMachi. Hopefully we get that date for 15, but we got that announcement for episode Freya. Finally, that's exciting. But anyway guys, if you want to see more DanMachi content, go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord. And as always, continue enjoying your time adventuring in Orario and the dungeon. This is Lauren, your Guild Advisor, signing out.